Good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending this evening's event, a call to global unified purpose. We have had these events for the past several weeks, and I want to say I am deeply appreciative of each and every one of you attending and being a part of this effort. Over these last few weeks, we have discussed the I am and our union with the Godhead within us. Grateful am I for this presence and for our ability to share this information with each of you. We give thanks to Saint Germain and Godfrey Ray King for this information that has been shared with us, that we may awaken the divine within and recognize the I am. Saint Germain, invocation. Thou infinite, all-pervading presence, with thy mighty radiance surging forth throughout the atmosphere of earth, we give praise and thanks for the onrushing Christ power of love and wisdom, which with no uncertainty is raising the consciousness of mankind above the sordid selfishness of the activity of the outer self. We give praise and thanks that we have become conscious of thy mighty active presence at all times, and that in the conscious recognition of thee, thou dost charge our minds and bodies with thy pure presence forever. I bring greetings and radiance from the radiant host to you all. The Discourse. From within the radiance of the great electronic belt, I am projecting this today. From the heart of the golden city, the twin rays come forth upon which are the speech, the light, and the sound. The time has rapidly unfolded us when we must be more aware of the great electronic belts encompassing all creation, from the Godhead to the individual. The etheric belt around the golden city is impenetrable, far more so than a wall of many feet of steel would be. So in a lesser degree may the individual, with sufficient comprehension of the active principle of the God self, surround himself with an electronic belt or circle, which he may qualify in any manner he may choose. But woe be unto the individual who qualifies it destructively. If anyone should be foolish enough to do this, he would find this belt of electronic force closing in upon his own outer form, and it would be consumed. But those who with wisdom build and qualify it with God's mighty love and constructive power will find themselves moving in a world untouched by ignorance of mankind. The cosmic period has arrived when those who have attained a certain degree of understanding must create, apply, and use the wondrous electronic circle. Every creation that is self-conscious action has this circle of pure electronic force about it naturally, but to a large degree, its force is ungoverned, therefore dissipated. In consciously creating this mighty ring of pure electronic force, you stop all leaks in the generation of this limitless essence and hold it in a reserve for conscious use and direction. After a few months of this conscious creative activity of and within this electronic ring, one will need to be very careful in loosing or directing this force in any manner except by divine love. In the beginning of man's individualization, he was naturally surrounded by this magical circle, but as the consciousness was lowered more and more, rents were made in this great circle of force, causing leaks, as it were, until it has almost entirely disappeared. This, however, was not a conscious creation of the individual, but was a natural enfolding circle. Now students of the light must go to work with no uncertainty and consciously create this electronic belt about themselves, visualizing it perfect with no rents or breaks in its construction. Thus, it will be possible to consciously reach within the electronic belt of the Godhead and there receive limitless wisdom, love, light, and the application of the simple laws by which all creative power is possible. While the student is admonished to look always and never forget it to his own God self, which is the creator of this individualization, yet never has there been a single attainment in which there has not been given the assistance of those still in advance. There being but the one God, the one presence, and his all-powerful activity, then the one more advanced than the other is but more of the God self in action. In this recognition, you will understand why you can feel I am here and I am there, for there is always the one God self everywhere. When the student can once understand that the ascended host of masters are but the more advanced consciousness of himself, then he will begin to feel the unquestionable possibilities within his grasp. Whether he speaks to the Godhead direct, to one of the ascended masters of light, or to his own God self, in reality, it makes no difference, for all are one. Until one does reach this state of consciousness, it does make a difference, for the individual is almost certain to feel a division of the one self, which is not possible to be made, except in the ignorance of the outer activity of the mind. When the student thinks of the outer expression, he should at all times be aware that it is but the outer activity of the one intelligence, guarding himself at all times against trying to divide in his own consciousness this one mighty God power centered in him. Again, I must remind you that this limitless mighty power of God cannot intrude its wondrous powers into your outer use, except by your invitation. There is only one kind of invitation that can reach it and loose it, and that is your feeling of deep devotion and love. When one has generated about himself this electronic belt or ring, there is no power that can penetrate it except divine love. It is only your consciousness of divine love that can penetrate within this great inner blazing belt of the Godhead, through which the Godhead sends back to you its great outpouring. Mark you, through his messengers, transcendent beings, so far surpassing anything of your present conception that it is not possible in words to convey to you the majesty of the love, wisdom, and power of these great ones. At this point, let me again remind you that the student who will dare to do and be silent will find himself lifted into the transcendent radiance of this innermost sphere. Then, by experiencing and seeing, will he comprehend this of which I have spoken. The soul who is strong enough to clothe itself in its armor of divine love and go forward will find no obstruction, for there is naught between your present consciousness and this mighty transcendent inner sphere to obstruct the approach of divine love. When you have touched and seen within this inner circle, you will then understand how imperfect is the present expression of divine love. Once one becomes consciously aware of this great sphere to which he may reach, he will find himself fearlessly reaching deeper and deeper within the radiance of this mighty intelligent hub of the universe, from which all worlds, all creations have proceeded. There are many among you, strong, doubtless, fearless souls who will understand this and be able to use it with great blessing to themselves and others. There are those who will understand and see that the presence which beats each heart is God in action, that the activity sending the circulation through the body is God, that the essence charging forward to vitalize the outer form is God in action. Then, O beloved student, awaken to this now. Do you not see how great a mistake it is to sink under the ignorance of the outer self, feeling pain, distress, and disturbance, all created by the ignorance and activity of the outer self, when a few moments of earnest contemplation will cause one to realize that there can be but one presence, one intelligence, one power acting in your mind and body, and that is God. You see how simple yet powerful is this consciousness within you to loosen the full recognition of the great pure activity of God into your mind and body, and to let its wondrous transcendent essence fill full to overflowing every cell. It seems to me, beloved students, that you cannot fail to grasp the simplicity of your true God self acting in you. Ever turn to it, praising it, loving it, demanding and commanding it to surge forth into every cell of your body, into every demand of the outer activity, in the home, in your affairs, in business. When your desire is set forth, clothed in the God presence, power and intelligence, it cannot fail. It must bring to you that which you desire. Desire is but a lesser activity of decreeing. Decreeing is and should be the recognition of the accomplished desire. Beloved students, do forever put away any fear of the use of this great power. You know without being told that if you misuse it, you will experience inharmony. If you use it constructively, it will bring such blessings untold that you can but give praise and thanksgiving for the moment when you awaken to the fact that this limitless power is omnipresent, ever awaiting your conscious direction. The individual who has said that you cannot add 1 cubit to your height by your thought has stifled the activity and progress of the individual, for thought and feeling are the creative power of God in action. The uncontrolled, ungoverned use of thought and feeling has brought about all kinds of discord, sickness, and distress. Few, however, believe this and keep going on, continually creating by their ungoverned thought and desires chaos in their worlds, when they could as easily as a breath face about, using their thought constructively with the motive power of divine love, and build for themselves a perfect paradise within the period of 2 years. Even physical science has given proof that the body or outer form completely renews itself within a few months. Then you must see that with the conscious understanding and activity of the true laws of your being, how easy it is to cause perfection to manifest in your entire body, and every organ to leap into its perfect normal activity. In a short time, it would not be possible for inharmony to enter your thought or body. O children reaching to the light, this great privilege is the open door of God before you, which none may shut but yourselves. None may obstruct to interfere with it but yourselves. Fearlessly use your God-given dominion and power and be free. You cannot attain and hold this perfect freedom except through consciously applied knowledge. Now I shall give you a secret that, if understood by the angry or discordant individual, would tear him or her from that destructive activity, even from a purely selfish standpoint. The angry, condemning person who sends out destructive thoughts, feelings, or speech to another who is poised in his own God power receives back to himself the quality with which he charged this power, while the poised person receives the energy which serves him and which he automatically requalifies by his own poise. Thus, the creator of discord through anger and condemnation is consciously destroying himself, his world of activity, and his affairs. Here is a vital point students should understand. When one consciously reaches within the inner electronic circle of God, he makes his outer expression and activity a channel for the ceaseless outpouring of pure essence from the Godhead. This in itself, even though he be entirely silent in the outer expression, is one of the greatest services to humanity, which but few not ascended are aware of what it means to mankind. The one reaching within the electronic circle becomes a continual outpouring, and this very radiation alone is a tremendous blessing to all mankind. Thus, eon after eon, have there been those unselfish messengers of God through whom was poured forth the blessing of those not understanding the uplifting presence of this surging energy. When there is one or more found who can be an outpouring for this great welled up presence, it is likened unto the first trickling of a leak in a dam. As the consciousness is held steady and firm, and as the rent in the dam increases, greater volume of water comes forth. For at last all obstruction is swept away, and the whole force back of it is poured forth into use. Unlike the water dammed up that rushes forward, dissipating itself because it is without direction, the God power thus loosed goes direct to the channel of the consciousness most receptive, and there builds itself up, awaiting an opportunity to rush forward more and more. Thus, the student of light, aside from his activity in dispensing the truth, becomes, as it were, an artisan well, from the depths of which flows this mighty essence of God. The student should at all times remember that no matter what their mistake may have been, God never ceases nor condemns them, but at every stumble which is made, in that sweet, loving voice says, "Arise, my child, and try again, and keep on trying until at last you have attained the true victory and freedom of your God-given dominion." Always, when one has been conscious of having made a mistake, his first act should be to call on the law of forgiveness and demand wisdom and strength not to make the same mistake a second time. God, being all love, must have infinite patience, and no matter how many mistakes one may have made, he can always once again arise and go unto the Father. Such is the law and freedom within which God's children are privileged to act. There is only one mighty, invincible, evolving process, and that is through the power of consciously generating divine love, love being the hub of all life. And the more we enter in and use it consciously, the more easily and quickly we release the mighty power of God, which is always standing as a dammed up force, waiting to find an opening in our own consciousness by which it can project itself. For the first time in many centuries, the searchlights or rays from the Golden City over the Sahara Desert are set into active operation over America and the earth. There may be some individuals who will see these rays, not knowing what they are. Mankind need no longer think that personalities can continue to generate their destructive forces and long survive. Those who can use this knowledge of the electronic circle should no longer be deprived of its benefit. Give it forth and the warning with it. Use this statement. I am the fulfilling activity and sustaining power of every constructive thing I desire. Use it as a general statement. For the sustaining power is in everything that there is. I am here and I am there. In whatever you want to accomplish is a splendid way to feel that you are using the one activity, and you thus rise above the consciousness of separation. The benediction. O mighty ones of the golden city, glorified are we in thy wondrous radiance. Privileged are we in the use of thy great rays. Blessed are we in the conscious recognition of thy mighty presence. Enfold us forever in thy transcendent light. Allow yourself to relax into this moment, into the words just spoken. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath, relaxing more deeply. Allowing yourself to feel the essence of your own inner being. Awakening to your own inner truth, that you may see yourself better, see and witness the I am within. As you take in a slow, deep breath, and slowly exhale, releasing all tension and stress. And allowing your inner essence to come forth as you recognize the truth of which you are a part, the I am that I am. And as you awaken this part of yourself, recognize your own divinity. And allow yourself to just be present. Present with yourself. This is something we rarely do. Allow yourself to become aware of your breathing, your inhalation and your exhalation. Becoming aware of your physical body, where you're seated or if you're lying down. And if there's any anger or doubt or fear, just simply command it to be gone. You see, you have the power in the I am over all principalities, all forces. You have the power to command health and well-being into your body, into your life. This is what was just spoken of. And as we direct that energy, we create in ourselves an opportunity for advancement, for enlightenment, for ascension. Coming into that place, allow yourself to be present in this very moment. Let all other thoughts of what happened in the day or in the weeks past or in the years, and just become aware of this very moment and where you are and how you feel. Become aware of the weight of your body. And if there are any areas of your body that are experiencing disharmony, then direct your attention there and command balance. Tell it you want balance to come here. If there are any aches and pains, I want harmony to come here. I want peace within my own cellular structure, within my physicality, allowing that essence to come forth, allowing yourself to see the greatness that you are. And as you become aware of this essence, with every breath you breathe, just relax. Relax more deeply. Remember, it is you who decided to join at this time, and there was some part of you that was called. Some part of you knew of this awareness, of this understanding as you listen to my voice. And as you sit there breathing in and out, just allow yourself to become more comfortable with every breath you take. And as you effortlessly breathe, imagine the wondrous beauty of yourself, as if a beacon of light, a spark, so brilliant, so beautiful, so clear. And you now take a deep breath and can easily relax. You desire to relax and feel comfortable with the I am within you, the I am that you are. And breathe in once again as you relax so easily and so peacefully. And as you slowly exhale, let go of any tension. Feel it leaving your body as it simply dissipates from you. The same way you breathe in and out, it dissipates the air. And soon you find all the muscles in your body are completely relaxed. All the large ones and the small ones and all the fibers and cells in between. And soon you will feel totally relaxed and at peace. And you will notice that as your body relaxes, your mind becomes just a little bit more tranquil and serene, peaceful, becoming more peaceful as you breathe in and out. And allow this time, your time, away from the world, completely relaxed, as you begin to learn and discover more about yourself, about the I am within. And you feel good about this discovery, about this great achievement, as you become more comfortable now with the I am. And perhaps you've noticed a shift, a change. And you find yourself even more relaxed into that that sensation, that awareness of the I am presence within you, that divine spark that sheds light on the world, that offers you the opportunity to be health, well-being, peace and harmony, joy and laughter, happiness and love. And you're learning new ways to feel better, new ways to recognize the I am. And as you do, you relax deeper now. And more so with every breath you breathe, the in and out. Now aware of how deeply and how easily you are relaxing, and how great it feels to have this time that's just for you. The time to give yourself absolute permission to recognize the I am within, the master mind, the consciousness of the divine, of which you are a part. You are a part of God. As you release all doubt and all fear, all anger and disappointment, as you release it from your physical form, from your feelings, from your mind, and you discover a deeper meaning in the message of the I am today. A meaning that's just right for you, that is spoken directly to you. That you could choose to let this moment in time bring out more of your truest potential, your unlimited divinity. You have inside you the capability to accomplish all that you desire. It is through the I am. And that desire is an innate part of you. And yes, it is profound and deep, and it deeply impacts you and your subconscious and your unconscious mind, because it is the truth. This very moment in time that is bringing out your true potential. And since this is what you desire, this is what you have been asking for, a change that would shift the paradigm of which you've been residing, and that all positive things would begin to flow to you in a more profound and deeply impacting way, that you would be able to create all the necessary changes and adjustments needed to create an amazing future, an amazing now. Perhaps you may even impress yourself with how easy it is to succeed. As you begin to use the I am in this new way, this new understanding. And as you breathe in and out and relax more and more, wouldn't it feel so wonderful to just have that key that would unlock the door to the I am within. The key to your heart is love, my friends, my brothers and sisters. Love is the answer to achieving all that you desire, for sure. And this is an easy thing to do. It's an easy thing to love. In a moment, when it's right, and when we allow. And as we allow that, this progressive feeling of relaxation and understanding floods us with an awareness of our divinity, of our life experience and all the lessons and knowledge that has been gained for eons of time. And there's this awareness of this peace that is felt as if a long time coming. And as you enter this state of awareness and focus, it's so easy to concentrate on my words and to hear the truth and to be receptive in a way that's right for you to obtain and recall and retain all that is positive and will aid you in your ascension, in creating the environment that will allow you to bloom and blossom and expand in light, more brilliant than even just moments ago. Safe and secure, feeling relaxed into the I am that I am. As every breath lets you go deeper and deeper into this awareness. And during this peaceful time, let your mind be like a child again. A child that knows no limits, that is open to new possibilities. Let your dreaming mind come forth, that sees an infinite future of clean water and beautiful mountains, pristine forests, animal life that literally recognizes your divinity and simply walks on by, seeing the God in you. And as you dream this into your reality, it becomes your new reality. Perhaps you are noticing this pleasant change occurring as I speak. You may become aware of this comfortable feeling melting into your body as you're seated or lying down. Perhaps you notice a lightness, a feeling of being set free, as if you're floating above the chair or bed of which you lie. And you become aware from time to time of the flickering and fluttering of your eyes. And this wonderful sensation, this warm embrace that seems to be encompassing you, that is inviting you home. feeling this deep sense of peace and purpose, allowing your inner essence to awaken to its truth. Notice how your body has become so completely relaxed and how even your breath has relaxed. Your mind is so much at peace. As you allow your divinity to come forth. I am truth. I am compassion. I am peace. I am unity. I am kindness. I am joy. I am laughter. I am happiness. I am fulfilled. I am free. I am hope. I am faith. I am trust. I am loyal. I am dedicated. I am love. I am God, made manifest in this physical world of form. And I am accepting my divine reality now. Allow the conscious mind to drift and the truth to be revealed. As your inner mind awakens to the I am in the most perfect way for you. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. And as you breathe in that glorious presence into your lungs, it begins to move through your body, into your circulatory system, into your blood supply, and it becomes the divine light. It begins to transform your physical form. And as your body is healed, as we command the I am presence within to awaken every cell to its truth of perfection and its divinity, you begin to shine more brightly as a beacon in the void. I am the light of God made manifest in the physical world of form. And I accept my divine reality now. I am, I am, I am. Slowly and gently Become aware of where you are, of your physical body, of the location of where you're seated or lying down. And offer unto your household a blessing. I am commanding within my surroundings joy, happiness, and love into my home and into my environment. And to everyone with whom I come in contact, I recognize their divinity, for they are on their journey, and I am bearing witness. I send love and light unto all the world, into my neighborhood and my community, into my city and my county, into my state and into the United States, and into the world around me, into Warsaw, into Poland, into the Ukraine and Germany, into Russia, until it entirely encompasses the world, and this radiant light simply surrounds the globe. I am a part of everything, and everything a part of me. I am a part of the divine. I am one with God, the God in me. I am truth, and I am light. I am the resurrection and the life. And as you become aware of your body, seated or lying down, slowly and gently bring your hands to your eyes, covering them so gently, giving thanks for all that you have received from the I Am, from the Ascended Masters, Saint Germain, from the gifts of the words of Godfrey Ray King, from the sharing of your presence with those that are among us, Carol and Debbie and Francis and Jan, Jean and Jesse and Joanna, Sonia and Tom, and those that were unable to attend, that are in the ethers of consciousness. May a blessing befall all of them as you slowly allow a tiny spark of light to enter in the cups of your hands, as you open your eyes ever so gently after giving thanks. And then lower your hands to your side ever so slowly as you return to this place of which you reside, thankful for all that I am, blessed for the giving and receiving of truth. I am that I am. So be it. And so it is.